Hi everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. What you're looking at is the position log of a very difficult day today. If you have not heard, earlier today, Bitcoin took a big tank this morning as Mr. Zuckbuck decided to, again, walk in front of the clowns over at the U.S. Congress to plead his story. And as that happened, Bitcoin dropped a whole whopping about $1,300. Let me pull it up. So, obviously not a good thing. So, the overall market is just pretty well dying. We have a sell signal. Here's the big drop at around 12 o'clock noon. And just hasn't recovered. Now they're talking about a $6,000 Bitcoin. So that since that dropped, usually it would recover, but well, we're still waiting. Anyways, so you think that cryptocurrency's dead in the water? Well, let me prove you wrong. Okay, so we have our new bot. If you're interested, we are talking about this. I put up 2 videos earlier today. First video on the Quant Labs channel, youtube.com. What are the new hot crypto coin after the Bitcoin drop? That's what I'm referring to. I put up the entire list. Then we moved into the bot I'm about to show you and the results so far over the last pretty close to 6 hours. It's called Say Hello to Another New Algo Crypto Trading Bot. I've talked about what's in that video. So here we are going to talk about the trading results. So here is the bot in action. It's running right now. Soon we'll be able to, if it continues the way it's going, I will gladly put it against real money and put it with cointracking.info for credibility against the account in my Binance exchange, so you know it's the real deal. So I'll talk about that in a minute. So here we are. Hourly changes, you could see all the negative moves that right down here on the hourly basis. Only 2 are profitable, Tether and Huobi token, which neither get traded in the Ethereum market that we do on Binance. You can see some of these steep drops here, 7% negative, 8%, 10%, and so on, last 24 hours. So it's been a very, very difficult day. But yet here we are talking about little tiny profits, and quite a few of them. Roughly about 14 positions. I've gone through these, the buy, sell. I've talked about some of the hot little coins that might be worth trading. These, of course, include Tron and Chainlink. I've talked about some of those. Chainlink notably as the one crypto coin that is outperforming even Bitcoin. And it's doubled since September in the last month, so it's performing very well. You can see all the trades here. On average, they're averaging anywhere from 0.25% return to about just under 0.5% each. Now, I don't have to worry about commission because, as I said, it's very negligible. If this continues to perform, hopefully, as I said, I'll put this live as well as the trading account as well via cointracking.info. Now, here's the bad news for all of you folks. First, if you're interested in what's been going on, to join what is going on, you can go over to quantlabs.net/book for your free set of books. As you can see here in the description, sign up and get your stuff now, I guess. Next up, we have our store here at quantlabs.net. You can just go over to the store. So if you want to know how to build out bots, all you got to do is come under the store, choose Python courses. Here, you'll be able to sign up for a course. Pretty lengthy, pretty involved, but you'll be able to bang out these kind of bots in about half an hour, 2 hours, depending upon the rules of what you want. So that's where we're at. That's what brought these, I won't say crazy results, but pretty good results considering it has been a down market. Again, we are looking at Tron against Ethereum and Link against Ethereum. So they've been doing pretty good. Back to the thing. All right, so in the store as well, you will find another little thing called the Elite membership. In there right now, if you were to join for not just a year, not for 2 years, it's for 3 years. If this pace continues, I can guarantee you one thing. I'll be quickly, with short order, reducing it from 3 years to 2 years. And if you want it, that's paying $333 a year. And that will give you full access to everything I do, including the quant analytics service, which I've not talked about in the last week. On top of this course, the Python algo, plus it gives you access to 1, 2, well, really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 courses. If you want to include 2 Python courses, which is Python 2 and 3, don't let me stop you. Plus that, plus the 10-year archive, full access to this. And as I said, the quant analytics service. Now, I've also mentioned the signaling. We will be doing the signals for this bot to give you these kind of profits. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, so continuing with that, let's proceed on with the news. So as I said here in the spreadsheet here, this is a log. And if I went through each and every little position here, they are going to give you a nice little quarter, 0.5% in a market with major loss, major blood, as I like to say, just red everywhere. And yet we're still able to build something that is being able to make some money. Now, I want to put out a caveat there. We've seen this before where a bot does really well. But this bot is the first where it's actually making money pretty well consistently out of all these positions. There's about 14, I would say, including the buy and sell. Every single one is profitable. I'll do an eventual P&L on this. But for now, it looks pretty good. But they're just tiny profits. But it's those little tiny profits that accumulate into the big daily returns that we've been seeking for the last little while. And yet here we are talking about one that's doing real well called Chainlink against Ethereum. Or what do you know? So if that's the case, I'll tell you one thing. If I go back to TradingView, I want to just show you this kind of return. This is pretty crazy. This return is just astronomical, linked against Ethereum. Again, TradingView, as you can see here. And who doesn't want to have this kind of run up since September to now? And you look at the price, roughly at 0.008. Am I right? Let me just blow this puppy up. 0.078 all the way up to 0.166. So you're looking at roughly a doubling or a 2-time return. And we haven't seen those kind of returns since between March and June, with Bitcoin went up 3 times. But look at this. Look at this. This is the crazy one. Litecoin against Ethereum. Again, Binance. This is what we were getting double-digit returns. And it was because of this time period with Litecoin against Ethereum from 20 all the way up to the peak of 0.55. So that's again a doubling, but with what I just showed you in a month, this was over 4 months. So another good one that has been doing pretty good, but has done really well at the same time frame as what I just showed you. Right now here, from again December or January or so, all the way up, and that's at 0.004 roughly, all the way up to 0.14. So that is pretty close to 2.5 times return over that time period. I've just shown you the Chainlink is doubled in 1 month. Now the other thing is here, this could be something to be paying attention to because I'm seeing not as much BNB on this chart here, but there are ones that are doing really well in the upswing. So, for instance, we have Tron that's been doing really good earlier, and you'll get those kind of pockets doing pretty good. So that one right there, that's given us some positions, and then of course our chain link as well, which is done nice. All right, so that's pretty well it. I hope to see you on the Elite. That is the deal of the century. 3 years, 333 a year for 3 years. Everything I do, including everything I'm talking about here. On top of, you want a book or set of books, just go over to quantlabs.net/book and get your copies now. And hopefully we'll see you soon. You better take action before everything does go up. I'll know in the next few days how things work because this is pretty well as extreme as it gets on the downside with crypto, and yet we're still able to pull off some money. So I'd hate to see it, what it looks like when we get double-digit returns on an hourly basis. Over and out. Have a good day.